Okay, let's give you guys some more practice. So imagine now you're running a painting company, with two employees here. Um, with two employees, you can paint 9 meters squared, in 5 minutes. Okay. Now if I have a wall that's 700 meters squared, and I want it done within 30 minutes, within half an hour. How many employees do I need working on that wall? So you can imagine this. Well, 9 meters squared is, well, you can imagine this as, one by one here. So when you have an area of 9 meters squared, it's similar to this here. And if you have 700 meters squared, it means you're going to have 700 of these. 700 of these. So it's quite a big area. Okay. Well, anyway, two employees, 9 meters squared in 5 minutes. Now I've got a wall that's 900. I've got a wall that's 700 meters squared. It needs to be painted within half an hour. How many employees do I need to put on that job? Okay, so how many employees needs to be painting that wall in order to get it done in half an hour? Okay, so press pause and have a go. Okay, so start by summarizing the current situation here. The current situation is two employees. So let's try and summarize this. So two employees, nine meters squared. So well, two employees can paint nine of these squares here. Okay, in 5 minutes. Well, that's the current situation here. Now, what we want to get to is is 30 minutes, and we want to know the number of employees. So this here represents, well, X here represents the number of employees, and we want to get it to 700. Okay, so this is our start. This is our target. So now you've got to use reasoning here. Let's try and get this 5 to a 30. So with two employees can paint 9 squares in 5 minutes. Well, if I double the time, to 10, then two employees can do 18 meters. If you treble the time, let's times 3 here, then hang on. If you treble the time here, then with two employees can do 27 meters. Well, if you times this by 6, here, the number of employees stays the same, then this 9 will also needs to be times by 6. Okay, times by 6 here. So this will be the 54. So 54. So what this is saying is that two employees can paint 54 meters in half an hour. Okay, so now so this is your starting situation here, and now you've got to this stage here by using reasoning. By reasoning, you can get from here to here. Okay, so now from here let's get it to one employee here. So here, if two employees can paint 54 meters squared in half an hour. Now, if you change this to a 1, you have a choice of halving the amount of squares painted, or you can double the amount of time. So it's up to you. You have a choice. But I want to keep the time the same. So with one employee, I'm going to halve this. You have the option to double the time, but I want to choose halving this. So this will be 27. Okay, half of this will be 27. The time will remain the same. So you can use reasoning from here. You can reason from here to here. Okay, because half the people working on it, you have a choice of doubling the time or halving the amount painted. Okay, so now let's try and understand what's going on here. So currently you are here. Now one employee can paint 20 27 meters squared in 30 minutes. So if you have 2 employees, so if you times this by 2, then you can also times this by 2. So taking us back to here. If you times it by 3, then you can also times this by 3. So what I'm trying to say is, hang on, so let's keep we can pretty much ignore the time here, the 30. We can pretty much ignore that, because when you are here, you can reason that, well, if you double the number of employees, you're going to double the area. If you times the number of employees by 3, then pretty much it boils down to this. Hang on, 27, and then you want to know x here, and you want to get to 700 meters squared. So you want to get from 1 to the x here, and well, you got to locate the multiplier here. Okay, well, if you start at 27, what do you need to times by in order to get to 700? Well, you start at the destination here, so your multiplier will be destination, which is 700, divided by 27. Now, what I'm trying to say is that if you start at 27 and then you times by this multiplier here, that will take you to 700. So the multiplier is this here. So we're going to use this multiplier over here. So to get to 1, from 1 to get to x, I would need to times this same multiplier here, 700 over 27. So 1 times 700 over 27 will take me into the x. So x really boils down to 700 over 27. Okay, so hang on, let me get my calculator. So 700 divided by 27. So x here equals 25.9. Okay, so 25.9. Let's go back to the original problem here. What's the answer? 25.9. Hang on, 25.9. Let me just jot this down. 25.9. Okay, so we need 25.9 people to work. Well, you can't really have 25.9 people. If you have 25 people working on the job, you're not going to get to 700 meters squared in half an hour. So let's hire 26 people. They should be able to do slightly more than 700. Okay, but hire 26 people to work on this job as opposed to 25 people. Okay.